your family wants her.
That might be worth a look.
The Chosen's blood. Now that would be a prize song. Can't afford to stay idle.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Interesting.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Just focus on the glory to come.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What in the hells is that?
It's a trap.
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. You stop resisting, your arm bending with the movement of the flesh. And suddenly, an opening appears. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Well, now that we know what it is, I suggest we leave it well alone.
The tentacle pulses within the wall, waiting. There is no hesitation this time. The tendrils lash out like a waiting predator. The tendrils tighten, and suddenly you are elsewhere. The presence is no longer approaching you, but encircling you, observing you.
Disgrace. Tyrant.
struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me, to better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you were the jeweled hope for their design. But now, you are their flaw. You abandoned me. You left me the slave of the puny chosen. Used to bind this world. But I cannot bind you. You must come to me, so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Come.
What's happening? Speak to me! Wake up! Thank goodness. I was almost worried. Clingy little shit, this Absolute. And she wants to meet.
Careful. It nearly had you. Whatever that creature was, its telepathic force was unlike anything I've ever encountered. It must be the source of the Absolute.
Hello, beautiful.
Oakfather preserve you.
I did miss that face, you know.
What now? Still alive, so that's progress.
I want to thank you. For what you said, whilst I was in front of that vile drow. I spent 200 years using my body to lure pretty things back from my master. What I wanted, how I felt about what I was doing, it never mattered. You could have asked me to do the same. To throw myself at her. What I wanted, be damned. But you didn't. And I'm grateful. I want to thank you. For what you said, whilst I was in front of that vile drow. I spent 200 years using my body to lure pretty things back from my master. What I wanted, how I felt about what I was doing, it never mattered. You could have asked me to do the same. To throw myself at her. What I wanted, be damned. But you didn't. And I'm grateful. It's been so long since I've had to make these decisions for myself. I won't lie, it's a daunting prospect. It would have been so easy to bite her, to just go along with what I was being told to do. A moment of disgust to force myself through, and then I could have carried on just like before. You could have asked me to do the same. To throw myself at her. What? I'm not sure if I should. I don't think I want you to think of me in terms of sex. I don't know if I want anyone to. Of course I am. Look at you. You're a vision. And you're so much more than that. I don't know what to think. I don't know what I want. As a person, would that be so much to ask? I would like that. I've held more people than I can count. An infinite parade of lovers. But a friend? I can't think of a single one. You could have asked me to do the same. To throw myself at her. What I wanted be damned. It's a novel concept, I admit. And, a little intimidating. It would have been so easy to bite her. To just go along with what I was being told to do. A moment of disgust to force myself through, and then I could have carried on just like before. I tried to pick beautiful people where I could, but there were so many over the years. After a while, you stop caring. The entire reason for my existence was to seduce anything with a pulse. And every instinct I have tells me that nothing's changed. I'm still just a means to an end. You made me see that I never stopped thinking like I was his slave. Even in freedom. But I'm more than that. More than a thing to be used. A moment of disgust to force myself through, and then I could have carried on just like before. It's easy to judge a situation when you're not in it. The entire reason for my existence was to seduce anything with a pulse. A moment of disgust to force myself through, and then I could have carried on just like before. Well, of course. I needed protection. People don't trust vampires, perhaps understandably, so I needed to get someone on my side. And seducing you was easy, frankly. So imagine how stupid I felt when I started to genuinely feel something for you. Trust me, I was not happy about it. You were a complication I didn't see coming. And yet... Really? full of surprises, aren't you? Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. Really? You're full of surprises, aren't you? Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. Or what... Really? I don't know. It's been so long since I've had to decide what I wanted. Honestly, I have no idea what we're doing. Or what comes next. But I know that this is nice. Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? I was so hoping you'd say that. Until later, then. Can we? I suppose we can. I don't know. But isn't it nice not to know? You're not a victim, not a target, not just one night it's better to forget. But then, whatever in the world could you be? Gods, you're beautiful. Can we? I suppose we can. There is nothing I'd like more. You are perfect. Every time. Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Lead on.
You know, I've been catching myself very serious of you. But go ahead. I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the shop, give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need...
Speak your... I'm listening. You are Jacques Vonastur, I had the audacity to invite a woman of your talents to strike me. You had the courage to stand against me, unflinching. In so doing, you made yourself my possession and my obsession.
Well met.
My favorite subject. That's the spirit.
Darling? You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. She'll lend you a hand, long as she can crush your spirit while she's at it. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends. Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious. Thank the gods. And I do, every day.
Oakfather preserve you. I've been but honestly, then you'll have me.
You wish to consult me? Good.
My time is yours. What do you need? There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter. After all, with